Hello, good evening, or good morning, or good day to you. My name is Dennis. This is my art channel. Thank you for joining me today. On this video, I've got an adventure into the world of watercolor, using a bit of Gall liquid once again. A big thank you to one of my viewers in my Gall review video. Gave a wonderful comment explaining the properties of the Gall that is breaking the water tension and helping to extend the usability of the watercolor. But also, I appreciated the warning of how it saturates into the paper, because really using too much of it is, I don't want to say dangerous. There's nothing actually dangerous. I feel like you can't really make a mistake with watercolor. Everything just turns into something more different, potentially more beautiful. But anyhow, when it comes to the Gall, it saturates into the paper and can make the, I'd like to call them bloom kind of effects for the watercolor, where if there's just a pool of water and you add just a drop of pigment, it'll expand into all directions and become like a bloom, like a little blossom. Reminds me of like an allium, that kind of flower where it blows up and goes into all different directions. Really a nice effect, and one that I like, but would like to use selectively, because I don't think that it would look so good being overdone on any kind of painting, unless that's the point of the painting. But that's not my point today. Today, I'm going for something a little bit chill, but a little bit meaningful, and it's intended to be a potential gift for somebody. Not that I was sort of thinking about somebody while I was painting this. This isn't like this isn't like a portrait or a landscape or still life. Like, what is this? This is just a painting of vibes, and hopefully they're good, positive vibes for this month of December, and the holiday season coming around. A lot of hopefully some time off and relaxation for friends and family. Those kinds of feelings are hopefully going to resonate within this painting. That's what I'm thinking of. Not that I really can attribute like a total visual to it. I feel like when I've talked about this in the past, but when I approach a painting like this, I feel like I just let my hand flow, let just whatever happen. But then once there are strokes on the page, once there is color available to me for my eyes and my mind to react to, then I react. And when there's a stroke in one place, there's got to be a stroke in another. When there's a color in one area, I gotta react with the color in the equal or opposite area. Yeah, that's how I go about this kind of abstract painting. Since I do add marks and things that are I feel for this painting I'm mainly in the natural category of abstract marks, like trees, bushes, animals, those kinds of marks, like just with what I have here on the page. I can see some trees, some roots, some fishes, some kind of a snake or a bird, potentially on the ground, some people, and what is that, like some sort of bus or a train? I'm not sure. Some mode of transportation. But as the painting progresses, these things are subject to change. I feel like how I interpret these sort of things isn't necessarily how everyone how you might. I don't mind when somebody sees a painting of mine and says it looks exactly like this thing, and that's something that I've never thought of before. In fact, I think that's like perfect for a painting for me, because it means that it's living by itself, and it's become something that I wasn't envisioning at first when I was creating it. Bit of an abstract thought, but I feel like that's just how my mind works when it comes to this kind of work, this kind of painting. Does it work? No, it is work. I'm putting as much effort as I can, 100% focus on this page, this canvas in front of me. And I guess on one side it is a form of meditation, just being fully encompassed in one activity. At the same time, I feel like I'm not totally relaxing. I'm expending some energy to move my arm, move my hand, get this brush going. So there's some work involved in that. But it's not the kind of work where I'm getting regretful of doing it or anything. Enjoying every moment that I can out of it. And I think that is why I just love doing this so much. It brings me joy just being here and being in the moment, and I appreciate you for giving me this moment to share how I feel. So thank you. I think at this point, I've done all that I can with the big brush. Oh, I spoke too soon. It's time for some red. Bright color to pop the painting, make it stand out a little more. The indigo is a nice dark color, stands out on the white, but compared to that dark blue, this vermilion color is as bright as the sun. Maybe the yellow behind it is adding a little bit to that effect, but looking at this now, I do feel a bit of a radiance coming from these colors. Maybe that's why I have to react with the smaller brush and go in with a little bit more of that bluish color, either indigo or maybe it's vermilion? No, not ultramarine. Looks like indigo. Either way. Definition. Complexity. Contrast. Adding things to this sheet of paper in hopes of improving the overall aesthetic and visual experience. Maybe the visual clarity as well. Express what I'm drawing a little better. Painting a little better. If you're enjoying the video, if you are, I would really appreciate a like. And if you're new here, please subscribe to follow the art journey. At this point, the painting's really come along quite well. I feel like at this point, I'm envisioning a bit of a party in the woods kind of a vibe going on here in terms of the visual experience. Let me know in the comments if that's what you're feeling off of this painting. Please, I'm curious how my colors and lines reflect for your own experience. If there's anything that this makes you think of or makes you feel, please, I'd love to have a conversation in the comments. For me, I really feel like this is like not just a hike in the woods, but stumbling through and finding a nice little spot, maybe with like a pool, something like that, with some friends, and just choosing to hang out there and having a little ball. Some of the colors that I've chosen make me feel like it's a bit fantasy, but also grounded in that there's just the natural essence, this yellow kind of spreading everywhere and connecting all the reds and blues and violet that I have going around. I think actually, I'm gonna stop thinking. I'm gonna let the painting speak for itself for a little moment. this point in the painting, I remember thinking, okay, I've added enough lines. I'm gonna go in with just water and simplify a little bit. Let's see some of the color start to extend a little further, spread out a bit wider, all to fill in those gaps, fill in a lot of those white spaces of the canvas. Make sure that there's color just about every square inch of the viewing experience. Edge to edge, corner to corner. Couple of final kind of corrections and little features, and some classic squigglies, certified S motions of the brush, necessary for the illusion of roots and hairs and vines, these kind of tenderly kind of things. This area on the right, I feel is a part of the foreground. It's a bit of the darkening, a bit of the muddy. I don't know if it looks kind of pink for a mud, but you're just using this watercolor water, just the reservoir water as its own pigment. It's just slowly collected every color over time. I do think I added a little too much of that violet. That's why it's gotten so pink, but still, it's just the overall combination color. Act as a shadow for every inch of the canvas as well. Oh, this reminds me a bit of a salmon. It's a bit of a salmon color. Yeah. With that, I feel like it's finished. Please enjoy the close-up and let me know what you think in the comments down below. This kind of painting is perfect for a gift for the holidays, and all I have to do is cut it out of the pad and write a message on the back. So if you receive this, well, now you know the origins. Thank you so much for watching. New video next Friday as usual. Until then, have a wonderful weekend and take care. Peace.